first two words I wrote down when I broke down tape was pure violence. You clearly enjoy throwing people out of the club, as they call it. But what else do you have in your game besides just the ability to like really dominate?
Yeah, I mean, just how I attack. I feel like I'm a great leader. I feel like I'm a great locker room guy who's going to come in and change the morale of the locker room. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a guy who's going to, bring his teammates with him every way that I can. So they're going to see me doing what I do. They're going to see me working hard, putting in extra time. And it's going to make them want to do it. So I feel like I'm a great influence to our locker room.
Of course, yeah, no, it's a really good aspect to have two different type of running backs like that. This year we were kind of able to apply the same thing, running with Taj Brooks, being our David Montgomery, and then the freshman that we ended up being able to play a lot with this year being our Jahmyr Gibbs. Having different guys we can, run between the tackles, downhill runner, hard-nosed guy, and then you can get outside with a different type of attack. Put them in the screen game, jet sweep game at the same time. So it adds a great dynamic to the game and also keeps both guys fresh. So
that helps me be a better football player. Turkey hunting makes you more patient. And I think the same way with football. You're not going to see success right away, but if it's something you keep at, eventually it's going to work out for you.
Yeah, I would say as you scout throughout the week, it's about 80% the other team and 20% a little self-scout. Understand maybe you're doing a tendency that you don't even know about and trying to fix that tendency. And because if you're able to see that yourself as you watch a football game, I'm almost positive defensive coordinators or defensive staff on the other team sees it as well. So kind of doing a self-scout every single week is super important as you move on throughout your career.
Jared, whenever you meet with teams and talk about your athleticism, you're a little bit different than that as far as your typical centers go. What are they telling you, and are they looking to you in a spot beside center?
Yeah, some teams are looking at me as a guard as well, which I really like. Some people saying I'm just one-dimensional at center, but no, I came in to UGA as a guard, so I can definitely play guard and willing to do anything to help the team win.
Yeah, you just got to take pride in being you got hard work. So that's one thing West Virginia was built on. So hard work, grit, the blue collar mentality. So be able to especially win that award because that's recognized by the strength staff and your teammates. So that award means a lot.
Best memories growing up on a farm. How's that impact you?
Yeah, I mean, it just taught me hard work, honestly. Being out in the sun, working, it just, it does something to you. And, whenever you get out on the football field, it just helps.
What were some of those chores that you
A lot of stuff that probably y'all wouldn't understand and nobody else wanted to do is the stuff that, you know what poly pipe is?
Poly pipe?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. If you ever drive by a cornfield or a bean field and you see the white pipe running down the side, I had to roll that out. Miles and miles and miles.
The Senior Bowl, it was a great opportunity to just go down there and compete against great talent across the country. Got to meet a lot of great guys on both sides of the ball. Even talked to a couple specialists, so that was cool. But I would just say it prepared you to, it reminds you that you got to show up and compete every single day. Because at the end of the day, that's what the business of football is. You got to compete. So I'd kind of just go with that.
Memories of being at Purdue University and what it means to you to be a Boilermaker, not just on the field but off of it.
Yeah, I mean, it was always important for me to, protect the P and just carry myself the best that I could, be the best version of myself each day. And I feel like Purdue helped me get there, and it's definitely a hell of a place if you want to learn and make yourself a better player.
At the NFL level, who are some guys that you kept a close eye on to go in there and learn from, model the game?
Yeah, so growing up, big Polynesian fan of in the league. So I grew up watching Mike Upati back in San Francisco, and in the modern days, Trent, Panay Sewell, Tristan Wirfs, just how they move in space and how they anchor the bull rushes and strength. Just that poly, inside of you, that's you can't explain that. If you're a poly, you go out there and you just got to be a dog.
So when Josh initially got hurt, and then Zen Mahalski went in when he unfortunately got hurt as well. Coach Fry came up to me. He was like, "Look, man, like, I know we always joke because we always joked about, oh, you're gonna have to play tackle." I was like, "No, I'm not." But but when the conversation finally came, like, "Look, like, we need you to kick out the tackle for this big week, playing a big team." So it was a lot to think about. He weighed the pros and the cons of the decision, but at the end of the day, like, I just like winning more than anything else, and I felt like if me moving outside would help us win, because I think this happened around like week 7, so there's still a lot of football ahead of us. So I just like winning more than anything else. So I knew that I had a lot of work to do, and I practiced against two amazing edge rushers every day, so I had no choice but to get better.
Yeah, I would say your football IQ, being a center, you got to get all 5 of the offensive linemen on the same page and understand tendencies of the defense and understand that defenses change week to week, and being able to know what defense does, kind of what their motto is, what type of defense they want to play is super critical at the centerpiece.
Do you think you can be vocal enough and have the right voice? A lot of times you hear from our other offensive linemen, he's got to be louder. Do you think you can be that loud guy?
Yeah, I would say that's just part of my personality. I always got in trouble for talking and growing up. I was a social butterfly, so being able to play a center position won't be a struggle for me.
Came into Texas with high expectations, but you still have to earn it. So
Yeah.
Can you talk about immediately earning that role at Texas and how you can do that at the next level too?
Yeah, my mentality coming in was definitely to just go in and kind of keep my head down and earn it, like you said. I never thought that it would be handed to me, so my mindset was to go in, work hard, and if the position is yours, you get it, and if you don't, then put your head down and keep going back to work. So that's kind of the same mentality I have. I know the talent I have. I know what type of person I am. I know what type of player I am. And I feel like I'm good enough to get that starting job. But now it's just all about me going out there, getting the work done, and being able to focus, learn the playbook, and different things like that.
Approach after the injury. How difficult was it to watch your team play without you, and you could have helped them? And how did you kind of rationalize that mentally to stay involved?
Yeah, so I put it all in the tank. A lot of people, they'll get down on themselves about an injury, right? Especially when you're trying to – I was going for it all, right? I was going to be not only the national championship but personal goals, like Outland Trophy, all that stuff. You just got to put it in the tank, right? Like, it's just a little speed bump. Just once you get all that in your mindset, so you're going to come back a lot stronger, wake up a demon inside of you kind of, there's no way to stop you.